Welcome, welcome to TVO's J, the voice of San Joaquin, right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. It is in the Miracle Mile area, 231 Bedford Road, Stockton, California. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Not only that, but I have my guest already on the line, and I'm going to be interviewing MAJ Mario V. Acevedo, Senior Army Instructor from the Franklin High School. JROTC. And of course, welcome, Mario. I am also a Yellow Jacket alumni. Welcome to the radio station.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invitation, Ben.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know what? I was just over there during a pop-up, and they had vendors come on out there and mingle with the parents, with the instructors, with vendors right there at Franklin campus. And I thought that was so neat. It took me way back in the day, 70s and 80s, because that's when I attended there. And it was just so neat to be on campus. Met a lot of beautiful people.
Well, it's always great to have alumni here on the campus.
Yeah. So tell me about your program. Go ahead and just give some information about what takes place, what's expected. This is something that is of interest only because I do have daughters, right? And there's one that just, I'm wondering if she would be interested. What would you tell my daughter to convince her or try to recruit her?
Okay. Well, generally, what we're offering in our program is an environment for kids to be a part of a group of like-minded students who are encouraged and focused to achieve academically and physically in fitness. We do a lot of community service work, and we are always providing that shoulder to cry on, or that counseling that comes with the sage advice of being old retired guys from the Army.
Right. Wow. Okay. And is this something that has been offered through Franklin High for a while? Because I think this is new, isn't it?
No, it actually has been a program here going back to, I think, about 1994 when it was established.
94.
Here.
That's why, because
right.
it wasn't during the 70s or 80s, because that's
Correct.
I would have recalled.
No.
I would have recalled that.
Right.
They did have police science, though. I do recall that.
Yeah.
I took that class early in the morning.
So yeah, we're in the process of moving the program forward, and both the instructors, myself and my assistant instructor, Sergeant First Class Prado, have only been here for a short period. I started about 2 years ago. He started about a year ago. And we are trying to revive the spirit that was here some years ago and get this program really moving to a point that it's of value to not just the students, but to the community.
That's wonderful. What is the morale today of the students? What do you see observing the students today?
Well, I can only really speak about my Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps students, my cadet.
Yes.
From that perspective, the program was not fully operational about a little over 2 years ago. There was an instructor transition, and they hadn't gotten an instructor in for a while, so the motivation dropped. In the last year, we've started actively reworking the program to build new levels of abilities within the group. And so this year, the size has grown to about twice what it was 2 years ago, and we're continuing to build on that success to get more students involved. Today, we're at about 95 students.
Wow. That's great. Mm-hmm. That's a good number. So what is it that you're looking for in a student? A student that can devote themselves?
Betty, we are here to encourage good citizenship. Our mission of the JROTC program is to inspire the kids to be better citizens. Okay. To that end, it's critical that the students who take the pledge and learn their creed and believe in their creed as a junior reserve officer cadet, are grounded in a good set of morals and understand morals and ethics
That's
and
beautiful.
are willing. Now, our saying here is we do not require our kids to be good, but we do demand that they not be bad.
Okay.
If a cadet starts with just the foundation of not being a bad kid or turning himself around to promise to not be a bad kid, we can build on that to make them not just good, but great kids. And many of them do. Our program has helped. Just in the last couple of years, I know of a couple of students who have come to me and said they would not have made it across the stage had it not been for the program.
Bravo, bravo, woohoo! I love to hear that. I love to hear that because, there's so many students out there that are looking. They are looking for guidance. They are looking for mentors. They are looking for individuals that care enough to say, you know what? I care enough to teach you right. That is wonderful.
Right. And so Sergeant Prado and myself, we are able to give these students a perspective that is not commonly heard in the halls here at Franklin High School. That perspective comes from having been in combat, from having served on peacekeeping operations in other failed countries, where we have seen what poverty and graft can do to a people, what poor ethics, poor values does to a community, the destruction that follows it. And so the kids here are given a bit of that perspective. I often remind them that if they really don't like their situation in life, they must remember that there's hundreds of people who would give anything to be in their same exact position, given the conditions of the countries where they currently live.
Wow. That's wonderful. Okay, chain of command. Tell me about it.
Chain of command?
Yes.
Chain of command in the organization is our students are taught that their chain of command begins with the commander-in-chief, moves down through the Pentagon, through our cadet command headquarters in Fort Knox, to our brigade headquarters in Fort Lewis, Washington, down to the school district with the superintendent, through the high school principal, then through myself and Sergeant Prado, down to the kids who have a chain of command within the organization. And that's where we were talking about this program moving forward. Over the next 3 or 4 years, this program will be back to where it needed to be. Students who earned their way to managerial positions within the program, who can help their peers learn and understand about chain of command and about doing the right thing. Regardless of who is in power, it's not a matter of liking someone, it's doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Because that's the same thing that awaits them after graduation in the business world.
Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. So, GPA, does it have to be a GPA that is high to be able to be part of the program?
We do have GPA standards. We do not have GPA standards for freshmen. The freshmen we work with to improve their GPAs.
Good.
In their sophomore year, we start encouraging a GPA over 2.0. However, we continue to work with the kids, offering tutoring, guidance, and other counseling to get them to raise their GPAs to above a 2.0. In order to remain in the program in a few years as we build capacity in it, students will be required to have a 2.0 if they are going to be invited back for a third year. And then for the fourth year, we are going to be looking for cadets who have a 2.3 better. The leadership, however, the officers of the Junior ROTC battalion here at Franklin have to have a GPA of 2.0 or better. The battalion commander, the top cadet, must have a 2.8 or higher. These are in line with college requirements because we are big on trying to obtain scholarships and help our cadets get to Fresno State, Sac
That's right.
State,
Mm-hmm.
Berkeley, Davis. That's what we're about. Those few and far between enlightened cadets that show that genuine spark of brilliant leadership, we'll be working with them to try to get them appointments to any of the 4 academies.
That's wonderful. And you know, a higher GPA that you have, yeah, better chance of being able to qualify and get these scholarships that are out there. It's free money for the students, so definitely. I applaud you for that. Woohoo! I applaud you for that. That is so wonderful. Okay, so what can we expect in the future? You were talking about change. You were talking about, you know, making some improvements in some areas. And what are those?
So our efforts are currently moving toward building our ability to form a community emergency response team within our curriculum. Community emergency response teams are a FEMA sponsored initiative to train local citizens in the fundamentals of light search and rescue, first aid, fire suppression, and a number of other abilities to respond in an emergency. This program of CERT, Community Emergency Response Teams, has a smaller curriculum called Teen CERT, which was sponsored by FEMA, and
Okay.
that's to train students in those abilities. CERT, Community Emergency Response Team Training, is in the JROTC curriculum as an elective, and we see so much value in teaching our kids not only how to respond to that, but we also see value in teaching them how to teach it. So what we're trying to do now is obtain all of the equipment and resources that we need to get this off the ground. I'm only given a small amount of money on an annual basis from the Army to purchase uniforms and other equipment. And I've got to make that stretch. So it's hard for me to purchase everything that I need to get them going. I have
Now,
to do it.
is it
Otherwise, I
possible?
have to-
Is it possible to let the community know how they can help? Is it possible to put
It's
out all
true,
your
it's
information?
possible.
Because you may have some interested parties out there that are listening right now to you in helping in
That
that
would be
area.
awesome.
And we always find that. So go ahead and put out your contact information so that way they know how to reach you.
Sure. I can be emailed at Acevedo. That's MACEVEVO at StocktonUSD.net, or I can be reached by phone, either text or voice, at 408-838-5326.
Okay, and put out the information of the areas that you need help in so that way they know more or less.
Yes, that would be great. So my current urgent needs are for a couple of items that I need to put together to help to let me teach the kids how to do response. One of the items that I'm looking for is a residential breaker panel and a fuse panel. These are the electrical panels that are found on the houses that surround the Franklin High School area. And the kids are taught how to turn off that utility power to a house after a major event, especially if there's fire or something. Before you go squirting a house down with water to put out a fire, you may want to make sure your electricity is off.
Right.
So that's a critical thing.
Right.
The other item was a gas meter. I ended up having to pay for that out of my pocket because they're so hard to find, and PG&E was so hard to get a hold of, and they ultimately weren't able to direct me well to one. So we got that solved. And the kids will be taught how to turn off the gas when they smell gas.
That is
which
so
is
important. That is so important because, like you said, some people will smell it and have no idea what it is, so it's always
right.
good to know exactly
Right.
what to do to be safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Small fires can become big fires.
Yes.
And so the kids are taught how to put out small fires with fire extinguishers. But fire extinguishers are very difficult to come by and very expensive to maintain. What I'm trying to do is obtain 30 fire extinguishers. You can train about 4 kids about 3 kids per fire extinguisher in the training under CERT. And so I have 100 kids, so I pretty much need 30 fire extinguishers to do that. They're the 5-pound ABC rated fire extinguishers that are refillable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been talking to a couple of the other high schools here in the Stockton area that have JROTC programs, and they are really excited about wanting to try the same thing of training CERT teams. With this kind of a resource, we can share those 30 fire extinguishers between schools and train a couple of 300 kids on who can in turn train their communities on how to respond and put out small fires and whatnot.
Good. That is needed as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we really need those 30 fire extinguishers. In order for me to purchase 30, I'd have to do it over about a 3-year period, and that's just too long to wait. We don't know when the next big one's going to hit.
Right. Right.
Medical supplies are another item. The kids are taught first aid. They are taught how to stop bleeding. A lot, and they in turn will be training the community that surrounds us on how to stop bleeding and bandage wounds. Because after a major event, it is considered quite a fact that first responders, medical responders, will be inundated, and so help may not be readily available. So people need to know how to stop bleeding and until they can get professional help. And so to train that, we need neoprene gloves, gauze bandages, 4-inch by 4-inch gauze pads, lots of them. We also need the dust masks, which would be gone through very quickly, depleted very quickly in an actual incident. So those are always, we can never really have too much of those. There's a long list of other items, but with these that I've just mentioned right now, I can start the training that I need to give my kids while we continue to build the capacity of the team to be functional in other areas that CERT teams are used in, like helping find lost children, in searching fields to assist police in finding evidence. CERT teams have been employed in that. CERT teams are employed at state fairgrounds to expand the first aid capability during major community events. And they also are just a great thing to have at school athletic events and any time the community may want to support some kind of event with a first aid capability and whatnot.
Wow. I'm really impressed by everything you're sharing with us. And I'm glad that you're sharing it with the community as well, your community radio. This is something that I think is so needed. And, back in the 70s, I do recall I was attending Stockton Junior High School. And I recall some of the classes there where they actually taught you, certain things that you're teaching today. And all of a sudden, you didn't hear about it anymore for a while there. And I'm thinking, those type of classes are so needed to be brought back into the school system to teach our kids. I keep hearing so many moms complain that sometimes the kids don't get the right training before going off to college. And this is something major, This is something that is so needed to prepare your kids, to prepare your students. So if they do choose to go off to college, they're on their own. So they have to be able to take care of themselves, right? Or at least know what to do in a situation that involves, people,
Absolutely.
Emergency, catastrophe.
One of the biggest appeals to me is when a kid is doing something well that is recognized. It gives them such a boost in their own ego, the way they feel about themselves, their esteem really rises.
Yes, yes, sky high. Yeah.
This is one of the biggest killers I see in my class. Many of the kids come in here at the beginning of the year, and they're just defeated. They are absolutely defeated by their circumstances, and so there's very little inspiration. By giving them these kinds of tools where they can actually see that they know how to do something and are encouraged and applauded and arrangements are made
yes.
To give them the room to exercise that knowledge, it so much improves their self-esteem, and then their overall grades rise. They do better in the other classes because they don't want to lose the thing that they are good at.
Bravo. Bravo. Love it. Love it. Wow. Okay. Acknowledgments. Would you like to acknowledge somebody? Shout outs, whatever. You have the opportunity to do so right now.
I would like to throw out a big shout out to the Stockton Marines organization. They donated $200 to our program this last weekend as we supported their Toys for Tot drive.
Wonderful.
I'd also like to thank the VFW of Stockton, who have been gracious enough to allow us to help them out on a couple of events, and they too have donated to the program. And so I would appreciate anyone who may not necessarily have the specific equipment that we're looking for as a donation, but who'd be willing to open up their wallet because of the fact that this program does require funding to operate so that the kids can go out into the community and do great things. We have transportation costs that we need to cover to get them there, things that are just not paid for by program funding, but it's so important to have. So my appreciation goes out to anyone that may be able to help.
Okay. You mentioned Toys for Tot. How was that event? Tell me about it.
Oh, it was great. It was the car show, Stockton Marines car show at Chase Chevrolet. Chase Chevrolet was just absolutely spectacular in allowing us to the venue to use as the backdrop for this car show. It was very well attended.
One of our guys actually has a show here, and it's the car guys, Roy Morales, Chase Chevrolet. So I learned about it through him. And I thought that was so cool. And then not only that, but I had some veterans here too. And they also were telling me about it. And we actually promoted it here on the radio. And I thought if I could make it out there, I'll try. But there were so many different events going on that same day that I was part, matter of fact, I was part of the event, the pop-up at Franklin. And I think it was during that time. It was difficult to be able to make it at two places at one time.
Well, so, the competition was thick. There was so many beautiful cars there.
Was there? Now, was there a lot of people? Did the community come out and support?
There sure was.
Wow.
There sure was.
Wonderful.
Came out.
That is wonderful to hear. That is great. Okay, well, go ahead and put out all your contact information one more time. Let the community know how they can get in touch with you.
Sure. I'm Major Mario Acevedo, United States Army retired. I'm the Senior Army Instructor at Franklin High School. I can be reached by cell 408-838-5326 or email at macevedo@StocktonUSD.net. My information can also be found on Franklin High School's website. It's under the academic link for JROTC.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for making today special. Always remember that you are now part of the family right here on Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez. Whenever you need some airtime, you make sure that you call me and you got it. Okay? And thank you
so much.
Thank you for what you do. I appreciate you. Comes from the heart. Thank you for motivating our young people to become better citizens. You're awesome.
Gracias.
Thank you so much. ¿Y hablas español?
Sí.
Pues un poquito en español, por favor, porque también hablamos español en este programa. ¿Se puede?
Bueno, pues le quiero decir que otra vez quiero dar las gracias por invitarme a hablar en su programa. Es un buen trabajo que estamos haciendo aquí. Estamos tratando de ayudar a la comunidad y especialmente en español. Muchos de mis estudiantes son de familias latinas y tienen la capacidad de hablar en español. Y con este programa vamos a estar tratando de dar clases a la comunidad en español para darles el conocimiento de cómo actuar después de un desastre.
Ok. Y si puede, ponga toda la información, cómo se puede conectar con usted, porque la gente que habla español les gusta hablar con un representante también que habla su lengua. Ponga todos sus números de teléfono, su información de contacto para que sepan cómo contactarlo.
Sí, otra vez, soy Mayor Mario Acevedo, Ejército de los Estados Unidos, retirado. Soy el instructor de ciencia militar aquí en la escuela Fremont High School. Te pueden comunicar conmigo por medio de mi teléfono celular 408-838-5326 o Acevedo at StocktonUSD.net.
Okay. Pues muchísimas gracias. Voy a pasar esta información hasta en los programas que es noticias en puro español también. Algún día, si le gustaría venir a la radio aquí para una entrevista cara a cara, también sería muy, muy posible. Y siempre son los lunes y los miércoles en noticias y algo más. Y me encantaría que usted pueda venir a visitarnos y no nomás eso, pero quiero presentarlo a un señor profe, le decimos el profe, Mario Cortés. Bueno, se llama, Cortés, Palacio Cortés, pero siempre le decimos el profe, Ismael. Y siempre estamos aquí durante ese tiempo, a ver si un día puede venir a visitarnos entre la hora 4 y 6 de la tarde. Sepa que la invitación está allí, ¿ok?
Muchísimas gracias, sería un gran placer.
Un placer conocerlo en teléfono y pronto, ojalá en cara a cara.
Gracias.
Cuídese y muchísimas gracias, ¿ok?
Gracias, Gary.
Ok, adiós.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Okay, you heard it right here in the voice of San Joaquin. And yes, English and Spanish, Spanglish I call it, right? Because that is what we do here. And if we can bring it to you in a different language as well, we're going to go ahead and do that. Major Mario V. Acevedo, wow. I'm just so touched and so impressed with this program and how they're helping students to be motivated and become better citizens. I think that is so cool, so wonderful. I remember in my time at Franklin, that program wasn't offered there. But I do recall they had the police science in the mornings, and that's something that I did take. So programs like this are wonderful. Okay, I'm going to give you the contact information one more time for you in case you did not get it the first time. To contact Mario V. Acevedo, Senior Army Instructor at Franklin High School, JROTC, and that would be 408-838-5326. Again, the number is 408-838-5326. And if you can help them financially, that's something that he is looking forward to for the program, because there's always something that they can use or need and do not have enough funding for it. So that's one way that you can also give of yourself, is by helping out financially. Okay, the Yellow Jackets Battalion. I like it. Okay, they're at 4600 East Fremont Street in Stockton, California, 95215, in case you want to go by there and visit. This is wonderful. All right, this has been Betty Ramirez right here on thevoiceofsanjoaquin.org. Of course, remember, we are community-inspired, member-supported, volunteer-powered. We are the Voice of San Joaquin and also the Voice of Stockton. You can look us up on thevoiceofstockton.org and or tvosj.org. This is Betty Ramirez right here with Sabor Latino. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you in a big way. Remember, this weekend is coming up, and there's going to be a wine stroll / car show, vintage, right? Right here off the Miracle Mile, and we are, the Voice of San Joaquin, is going to have a little fundraiser, and the fundraiser is it's called the Mexican Street nachos, right? Corn nachos, that is. So we're going to be selling it for a little fundraiser for the radio station right here off the Miracle Mile. We're located at 231 Bedford Road. Can't miss us. We're right across the street from Werlo's Restaurant and right behind the big black building called the Art Lab. We're going to be stationed right there, and not only that, but you'll have access to the radio station so that way you can come on out and visit us. And as you're visiting, you can buy one of our nacho plates. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of really beautiful cars out there, and not only that, but there's going to be a concert as well. Not sure who the band is, but last year they did have the Mike Torres band, and they were hopping. I mean, they were so good. They had everybody dancing, of course, myself. It was right across the street from the radio station, so I love that. I had a little table set out there to let people know about the radio station. And so I'm hoping that they're going to be positioned there at the same time this Saturday. And if it happens, then come on out and enjoy the beautiful concert music. Enjoy the nachos that we're going to be serving, the Mexican street nachos. And like I said, corn is added in there, and it's so delicious. It's already making my mouth water. So yes, I want some. But come on out and visit us. Check us out. And that way you can see where we're located at and decide whether you want to become a member. I hope that you do become a member because we are a nonprofit radio station. And like I said, we're community inspired, member supported, volunteer powered. And we definitely could use some of your help as well. So it is this Saturday right here off the Miracle Mile. La Mía de Milagros, y ahora en español les voy a invitar a todos ustedes que vengan para acá y sean parte de este evento, porque este evento va a ayudar mucho la radio que es la voz de San Joaquín, que es su radio de ustedes. Y bueno, pues si quieren venir este sábado van a tener un show de puros carritos antiguos, carros pero bonitos. Van a estar por arriba y para abajo aquí en la calle Pacific Avenue. Aquí estamos ubicados en 231 Bedford, cruzando la calle de un restaurante que se llama Werlo's y atrás de un edificio que se llama el Art Lab. El edificio está pintado negro y bueno, pues nosotros estamos ubicados atrásito de ese edificio. 231 Bedford Road. Y el año pasado tuvimos un concierto también con Mike Torres Band. La familia Torres vinieron y tocaron, pero bonito, porque tenían toda la gente, bueno, incluyendo mí. Creo que lo empecé porque cuando oigo música bailable, pues tengo que bailar porque es mi ejercicio, ¿verdad? Y cuando yo bailo, pues todos empiezan a bailar y qué bonito, ¿verdad? Porque esa es la razón por qué traen la música, especialmente la familia Torres. Y qué bonito tocan. Ya tienen 40 años de juntos y tocando. Hay que venir a apoyarlos, como siempre, apoyar todo nosotros y la radio también. Y como vamos a vender nachos. El nombre de los nachos es Nachos de México, ¿verdad? Con un poquito de elote. Nachos de elote. Bueno, para mí que va a estar pero muy, muy sabroso para que vengan a comprar y nos apoyen. El platito no va a costar mucho. También vamos a tener aguas frescas y queremos invitarlos a todos ustedes que vengan y participen y que nos apoyen y que sean parte de este evento, porque este evento es para ustedes también, no solamente para un tipo de persona, pero para todos, incluyendo ustedes. Si ustedes pueden venir a apoyarnos, vamos a estar aquí esperándolos con los abrazos abiertos, ¿verdad? Para un abrazo fuerte. Pero eso sí, noticias y algo más, así nos pueden apoyar. También tenemos otros programas que se llaman La Voz para los sábados, también donde tenemos tiempo para las personas que están en grupos de música, en mariachis, en bandas, o también si le gusta cantar y tiene usted canciones que usted escribió, pues venga para acá para que así pueda cantar los sábados. Entre la hora 4 y 7 es cuando yo tengo ese programa que se llama La Voz con Betty Ramírez. Y ese es el tiempo que les digo a todos ustedes, miren, ustedes conocen a alguien que tienen talento. Y ese talento es tan importante en la área de San Joaquín porque el año que viene voy a tener otro evento donde vamos a tener una área donde pueden venir los jóvenes y todas las personas que les gustan cantar a cantar por primera vez. Y ese evento va a ser el año 6 y va a ser en el Weber Point. Este año estuvo pero bien bonito y mucha de la gente que fue y participó y nos apoyó. Dicen que van a regresar el año que viene porque les encantó de todo lo que pasó y todo lo que ofrecimos. Y eso es muy importante y la invitación siempre va a estar allí para ustedes. Y bueno, pues es un evento para la comunidad. Es un evento para que nos ayuden a continuar con la radio. Porque ahora nos dicen que vamos a tener otra radio hermana que va a ser en Tracy. Y usted sabe que en Tracy también tenemos mucha gente mexicana, mucha gente latina, mucha gente de todos colores y también nos van a apoyar de allí. Y si todo va bien, pues se va a poner pero bien bonito, ¿verdad? Porque entonces no nomás nos van a escuchar alrededor del mundo entre todas las redes sociales, pero también Tracy va a ser parte de la radio. Y lo que me dicen que también hasta lo da en el futuro. A ver lo que pasa, pero si ustedes tienen un negocio que están creciendo, vengan con nosotros, crece con nosotros, porque ahora va a ser todo diferente, va a salir en la radio, van a poder encontrarnos en la radio, no solamente en las redes sociales, pero es algo que me gusta compartir con ustedes porque es buena noticia, noticia exclusiva. Y bueno, pues la invitación está ahí para todos ustedes. Como siempre, los invito que sean parte de la radio. Si tienen un negocio, llámenme para que sí puedan patrocinar o también puedan ser parte de la radio para que podamos crecer juntos. Si tienen un evento que quiere que toda la comunidad sepa, también pueden dejar un folleto o venir para acá y usted puede anunciar y invitar a la comunidad. Si tiene un producto que quiere que todos sepan del producto bueno y qué es lo que hace y cuánto cuesta y todo eso, también podemos hacer eso. Voy a tener un programa donde voy a tener muchos negocios donde van a regalar algo y no va a creer, pero vamos a regalarlos aquí en la radio a las personas que están escuchando y así nos pueden apoyar también, ayudar a la radio de la comunidad. La Voz de San Joaquín es de la comunidad, también estamos buscando membresía, si ustedes quieren aplicar, solamente es $25 por el año, que es nada, y así puede venir a ser parte de la radio y no nomás eso, para anunciar lo que tiene, ¿ok? Muy importante. Esta entrevista con el Major Mario V. Acevedo era tan importante porque este es algo que se necesita que saber para nuestros estudiantes. Esta es una clase que ofrecen en Franklin, en la high school de la Franklin, que para mí que es necesitado. Y hace tan bien para nuestros estudiantes que me fascina saber que ofrecen este programa en la Franklin High. Yo también gradué de la Franklin High, yo también soy Yellow Jacket alumni y me encanta decir eso porque me encantó ir a esa escuela, me encantó mucho la Franklin High School. Y no nomás eso, pero tengo muchos amigos allí y no nomás eso, pero muchos estudiantes que participaron el año pasado y no nomás eso, pero muchos estudiantes que ganaron premios porque escribieron unos poemas que, híjole, tentaron el corazón como no va a creer. Y creo que eran 4 estudiantes y todos ganaron porque cada poema era original. Cada poema tenía tanto de su corazón en letras, en las formas de letras, que se expresaron tan bonito que sentí yo, cada uno iba a ganar algo. Y sí ganaron. Y bueno, pues también César Chávez, los estudiantes de allí también ganaron. Y me encanta cuando participan en programas así. Y vamos a tenerlo lo mismo para el año que viene. Y va a ser agosto el 1, va a ser en el Weber Point. Entre la hora, yo digo como las 11 hasta, creo que esta vez la vamos a llevar hasta las 8 de la noche. Porque todas las bandas que tuve, y no nomás eso, pero Zapata, el ballet folclórico de Zapata y los aztecas, también vinieron a bailar y no tuve suficiente tiempo a darles a todos más tiempo. Por eso para 2020 vamos a tener más tiempo y vamos a, en vez de las 6 que se acabe, vamos a dejar que el evento continúe hasta las 8. Así vamos a tener suficiente tiempo para que todos puedan tocar y bailar con mucha felicidad. Y es un evento que está creciendo, se ha crecido bien grandísimo. Muchos nos apoyan de diferentes partes. Este año muchas personas que vinieron de Pleasanton, vinieron de Sacramento, vinieron de San Francisco, vinieron de muchas partes que no pensé que iban a venir. Pero qué bueno que sí, porque el apoyo está allí. Apóyenos, porque tenemos todo para ustedes aquí, inglés y en español. Tenemos programas, noticias en inglés también. Tenemos un poquito de variedad. Si quieren, escúchenos para que así puedan saber todo lo que ofrecemos. Nos pueden encontrar en la tvosj.org, también la voz de San Joaquin, la voz de Stockton.org también. Así nos pueden encontrar en TuneIn o Simple Radio App, también ahí. Para que así puedan encontrarnos. También las redes sociales nos pueden encontrar en YouTube, en Facebook, en el Twitter, en el Instagram, en Snapchat y bueno, pues casi todos, ¿verdad? Así búsquenos. El número de teléfono de la oficina aquí es 209-467-4455. Otra vez el número de teléfono es 209-467-4455. Así nos pueden encontrar. Acuerden que siempre estamos buscando a las personas que quieren donar un poquito de su tiempo, especialmente los estudiantes. Pueden también venir a estudiar y conocer todo lo que tiene que ver con la radio, ¿ok? Y si quieren, mándenme sus estudiantes para que así los pueda enseñar cómo hacer todo de la radio, ¿ok? El número de teléfono mío es 209-470-9585. Me pueden llamar también. Aquí estoy, su servidora, servirles y ayudarlos y especialmente entrenar sus hijos si quieren saber un poquito de la radio. Es algo que me fascina a mí y voy a continuar a hacerlo porque viene del corazón. Y no nomás eso, pero esto es su radio. Hay que usarlo, ¿ok? Muchísimas gracias. Soy Betty Ramírez. Si tienen unas preguntas, llámenme. Mi número de teléfono 209-470-9585. Siempre estoy aquí lunes a viernes hasta sábado, 4 a 6 o a veces 2 hasta muy noche. Ok. Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Otra vez voy a dar la información del Major Mario V. Acevedo, Senior Army Instructor de Franklin High School. Es su número de su celular es 408-838-5326. El número otra vez es 408-838-5326. Está la Franklin ubicada en 4600 East Fremont, la calle Fremont en Stockton, California, 95215. Ahí también pueden visitarlo. Él es el instructor del el Senior Army de la Franklin High School. Otra vez su nombre es Mario V. Acevedo. Un gran instructor que nos ayuda a nuestros estudiantes que continúen a estar motivados y no nomás eso, pero que sean unas buenas personas de corazón y buenos estudiantes para que puedan crecer en educación. Bueno, ya les di toda la información ahí. Llámenle para que así lo apoyen también, ¿ok? Muchísimas gracias por su tiempo. Este es Betty Ramírez con Sabor Latino. Y llámeme cuando pueda, visíteme cuando pueda. Aquí siempre estamos para servirles. Muchísimas gracias y hasta mañana.